Good morning. Good morning to Monday Mornings with Suzanne. And I'd like to welcome you today to the process of how to refill your inner energy reservoir, how to create your inner energy oasis, if you will, to fill yourself up, to be able to let the flow of who you are happen when you have a very busy schedule. Okay? So today we'll be breaking down the process of doing it quickly. And we'll be practicing a couple of times in a couple of different ways how to really refill who you are when circumstances, your schedule particularly, is squeezing you tight, and yet you know that this practice is important to you. Okay? So think about it for a moment, and all of us have been in this circumstance right now, and particularly as life is opening back up again and you're getting back to a schedule that was somewhat like what you had before the pandemic, that there's a way in which who you are and what you're doing is going to be very, very helpful if you pay attention to your inner energy reservoir. Okay? So what we're going to work with here is the process of how to refill and renew yourself quickly. So take a moment now and get your feet on the floor. There are three things that you need to recognize. You can refill from the earth underneath of you. You can refill and use your inspiration in your breath. You can refill from the heavens above you. Any way that you can do this is valid, and actually there are more ways than that to absorb what would nourish you most. But I'm just giving you the three that would be most helpful to you in any given moment. So we're actually going to work with the process of working from the heavens down first, okay? So let's say that you're in a circumstance where things are squeezed tight and busy. It's wonderful to take a moment, go into breathing, and imagine that you are being showered with the most delicious, easy water shower that you can possibly be immersed in, and you're going to let it drench you inside and out. Let it come through the crown of your head, let it travel all the way down, bathing your skin, bathing your organs, bathing your cardiovascular system, your bones, everything. Okay? So take a moment now, get your feet on the floor, feel the earth beneath you, close your eyes, and allow yourself to feel in any way, when you're feeling squeezed by things, to feel your feet on the floor and feel yourself standing beneath a shower that is beautifully filling you in ways that are perfect. You set that intention. That's the net. That's the filter that this water is coming through. Okay? So with eyes closed, at each time you breathe, imagine that you're bringing in whatever would nourish you most through the crown of your head, and let it gently move down. And on each inhale and exhale, moving farther and farther into your system. For me, it's now traveling down around my throat, out into my shoulders, into my heart area. As I exhale, I'm feeling it running down my arms and into my hands and fingers. Dropping now into my belly, all the way down into my sitting bones. On down into my legs, all the way down into my feet. Good, 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 good. And then allow this shower to begin to soak into the earth beneath you. So you're making a connection through the flow of water deep into the earth beneath you. Yeah, good, good. And take a moment and let this shower drench every cell as best you can right now. One last breath to let it filter into all the nooks and crannies of who you are. And notice what it feels like to be showered with nourishing, nurturing sensation. For me, everything in my body softens and spreads out. A warm, gentle rain. Good. Good. That's great. Yeah, notice what it feels like to be you now, in a matter of moments, really. Okay? So now I'm going to teach you something that goes even more quickly, which is in 3 breaths, to let yourself inhale through your nose, let everything spread out and fill out through your system. So we're bringing in nourishing, nurturing sensation through a different pathway now. And again, you're going to set the filter in your mind's eye that you will only inhale what will nourish and nurture you. You can, by the way, do this even if you're in traffic and the air isn't good, or in any circumstance. You can actually inhale and filter out anything that is not going to nourish you. You always have that capacity as a human being. Okay? So, closing your eyes. And what we're going to do is we'll let our cranium, your sinuses, all the way out to the bones of your head fill, your shoulders and your chest and down your arms into your hands in that first inhale. And as you exhale, you're letting go of whatever you no longer need. Second breath, you're going to fill down into your lungs and your heart and your belly, all the way to your spine. And then on the third breath, we're going to let it drop all the way down through our legs to our feet. Okay? So, eyes closed, feeling your feet on the floor. Take that first breath. Second breath is going to come straight down through your torso. Third breath, filling all the way down your legs into your feet and down into the earth. Yeah. Now this is a very interesting breath. You'll notice I inhaled through my nose and I exhaled through my mouth. This is always your optimal way to breathe when you're wanting to breathe in and perhaps generate some nitric oxide, but also exhale and let go of whatever you no longer need, right? So that being the case, you can do this one 3 breaths. You can bring yourself from a hyper alert state into a relaxed and alert state. So you go from sympathetic nervous system to parasympathetic nervous system, and you allow everything to drop and open. Yeah, as you go. And that's the beauty of it. I've worked with this breath when someone was really upset with a circumstance they were in, and my breathing and not telling them I was doing that, but just doing it allowed them to relax and open up. I've also done this in circumstances where I was about to enter a room. I was standing at a doorway, about to enter a room where I knew things were emotionally tight and very tense. And in doing so, I entered the room as that oasis of calm. And in doing that, everyone else relaxes a couple notches. And it's fascinating. It works. It definitely works. Okay. So what I'd like to do now then is to say, please practice these 2 breaths, in this breath and the shower meditation, the exploration, at least 2 or 3 more times before I see you next week. And any hellos or anything you'd like to write in the chat box, feel free to do. My schedule's a little full, so I'm going to sign off and send you into your day with some tools to help you be the oasis of calm and groundedness that you ultimately at a soul level want to be. Okay, enjoy.